The JFK book of the film. What this is it's the screenplate of a movie, to the JFK movie, yeah, with loads of footnotes on it. But the interesting thing is, where are we? Here we are. Here's the book, and you've just got that's the JFK screenplay section, which is only like that thick, and then you've got this other section at the back, which is twice the length of the JFK one. And this is debates, commentaries, articles by people for and against the movie, yeah, and it's quite massive and detailed, that, and but it's really good, yeah. It's definitely worth it if you're into the JFK stuff, if you like the movie, and but you want a kind of reasoned debate as well with the second section, you know, with people, like I say, for and against. It makes a pretty good overview of the whole case. So I'd say that's highly recommended. For get that, $12.99 then. I think I got this. It were weird. Waterstones in Manchester in late 80s, early 90s. They must have had a JFK fan there, because they were always getting books in regarding JFK assassination. You know, all from America. They had the Errol Weisberg whitewashes, the Sylvia Meager accessories after the fact, the Morning Star one about it's Officer Tippit on the slab and not Kennedy. They had that one. They had a few others. They had one at Martin Luther King assassinations. But yeah, they were always getting them in. And so this was one of them that came in. And another one that they had was this one. The Assassinations, Probe magazine on the assassinations of the 60s. JFK, RFK, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, yeah. And there's a big section on the JFK one. And yeah, what it was after the film, I think it was Congress, weren't it, that released the JFK, no, the Assassinations Review Board or something, that released all these documents. And Probe magazine, which I didn't know about at the time, they came out and they reported on a lot of stuff. And then this book is the kind of articles from the Probe magazine, yeah. Definitely worth reading, highly recommended this. There's a couple of articles regarding the JFK thing, the John Armstrong one, you know, the two Lee Harvey Oswalds. Now you can, the Oswald doubles you can trace before the assassination, you know, the Oswald at the firing range, the Sylvia audio incident, the Oswald driving the car, yeah. But this Armstrong one article, as well as detailing them, it goes back in time to when Oswald were growing up as well. And you've got all, you know, it's like when he were about 8. You know, there's the Leon Oswald and the Harvey Oswald, and it's, you know, and it's like, talk about making your fucking head spin. I really don't know what to make of all that, whether how accurate it is, or whether it's just records over time and it's mistaken identities or something. I don't know, but when you read it all through life, you know, there's two Oswalds and it's like completely bizarre. So but it's worth a read, yeah. And there's also the other article in it is, yeah, there's this article as well, the posthumous assassination of John F. Kennedy by James D. Eugenio, yeah, and it's about from the church committee meetings in the mid-70s. He details this concerted campaign by the right to trash the Kennedy legend, yeah, and it shows you read through it, And it shows you where a lot of these stories have come from, yeah, that basically piss on the Kennedy legend, and were these, you know, the backgrounds of some of the authors that co-authored these books, and some of the, you know, witnesses, like highly reliable sources like Judy Campbell Exner, you know. And it's like, yeah, you were reliable, weren't you? So you read that, and you, like I say, all these articles that have come out on Kennedy over the years about how he was shagging everyone in universe, and how he was doing this, and how he was taking drugs and all this, and you read that article and it makes you think, you know, how much is bollocks, yeah. So that's a highly recommended one as well. So it's yeah, seminal, The Assassinations, yeah. You've got to read that if you're into JFK stuff, yeah. Speaking of two Oswalds, there's another one here, The Second Oswald, by Popkin, Richard H. Popkin. I think this came out in the 60s actually, 66, yeah, about the early reports of the two Oswalds prior to the assassination, yeah. Again, I've glanced through it, I've not read every page, but it's, yeah, pretty rare that, I think, now actually. So you've got that one, The Second Oswald. The Two Faces of Lee Harvey Oswald, which is like a fictional account, but from Oswald's point of view. Again, I've glanced through that. I like this bit, what it says on back here. It says, no one, be it the Warren Commission, the House Select Committee on Assassinations, the US Secret Service, the FBI, or the Dallas Police Department, has ever proved beyond a reasonable doubt that Lee Oswald was in that window with that rifle at that time on that day. And it's true that. There's no evidence that places Oswald in the sniper's perch at the time of the assassination, yeah. You just can't get him there with the evidence, yeah. 12:30 Dallas time, yeah. So, the fictional account, I've got, I remember it, The Trail of the Assassins, of course. This is Garrison's own account of the affair, from his point of view, of course. Not bad, for, you know, basic like, I mean, I've not read it for like 20 years, but it's basically like a lot of the in the movie, yeah. And it's one of them that the movie was based on, taking Garrison's kind of side of the arguments. So yeah, I suppose that's worth a read. I've got the oh yeah, High Treason, Robert Groden, Harrison, Edward Livingstone. Again, basically, it's American book, this one. Basically, just an overview of the case again. Yeah. I read through it at the time, but it's which one do you choose to read as an overview of the case? I mean, I've picked them others, but the thing is about this one, the Groden one, I much prefer, say, this one, Killing of a President. Again, overview of the case, but plenty of photographs. He did another one on Oswald. He got that down at library, but I never actually picked that one up. But that's good as well. Yeah, so you've got that. Alright, go on then. This is another one from Waterstones, actually. No, I'll take it off. Thingy to exclusive to Waterstones. The Warren Commission report. That's a bit of a doorstopper. That's a distillation of the 26 volumes, like 800 and odd like pages job. Quite interesting, 800 pages, not one mention in 800 pages of the rearward action of Kennedy's head. Not one mention anywhere. 800 pages, supposed report of the assassination of a president, yeah. I wonder why that'd be, thinking about it, Yeah. But I think I got it at 15 quid. That cost me at the time, 20 years ago. Yeah. So, but again, it's, you know, if you're into old JFK stuff, you know, you read the official version kind of thing, just for the completist in your research. Waterston American edition. Yeah. So we've got that one. You could hit a thief over the head with that, and it's good defence, that, innit, from thieves. We've got JFK Conspiracy of Silence. That's Charles A. Crenshaw. Headline: making new revelations from the surgeon who tried to save JFK and Oswald. So again, a guy on the scene at the time. Definitely worth a read. You can tell from the title of the book, JFK Conspiracy of Silence, so it's like, you know, you can see his viewpoint there. So yeah, that's probably worth a read as well. Mafia Kingfish, Carlos Marcello and the Assassination of John F. Kennedy. I don't think it's all war with, yeah, it's, well, war with the Kennedys, yeah, and it's a bit of a mini biography of Marcello as well, because so it's covering it from, this is the mafia viewpoint one, yeah, the mafia committed it and all this, so it's, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's worth a read, I suppose. Another aspect of the assassination. What's that? JFK, oh, the JFK assassination Jim Garrison tapes. I think it's just, again, docus on it and all that from the Garrison point of view job. Oh yeah, well, we've got here. Case closed.